The new Chick-fil-A Jalapeno Ranch Club with original spicy or grilled filet. Available for a limited time only. Order ahead on the Chick-fil-A app.
We've made it easy to find us. Listen to WQAM on FM 1043 or on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Wow, that was so easy.
All of our shows are there live or on demand. Plus, there's the cool rewind feature where you can listen to any part of any show you might have missed. Anytime.
Rats off a ship. Game 6.
Rats off a ship.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Tobin and Leroy Show. We are live with our favorite segment to play on a Wednesday, Rats Off a Ship. I will throw out some topics to you guys, and you will determine where your rats lie.
Marcos, rats off a ship.
Oh, already, huh?
On you.
Yeah. I was waiting for the topic. I realized I was the topic. Rats off a ship.
Nah.
All right, number 1 on our board today, Leroy. I will start with you. The NBA Finals going 7 games. You rats off a ship on that?
Yes, I am.
Ooh.
I either think
rats off a ship.
Whoever wins it'll win it in 6.
Oh, okay. Vlad, what do you think? 7 games, or you rats off a ship?
No, I'm rats off a ship.
Oh, you also don't think it'll go 7. Okay.
Rats off a ship.
Now I'm assuming you're thinking the Knicks will get it done. How many games are you gonna call it?
However it takes to get 4 wins out of 7.
Heard. Okay. So you're kind of like when people ask.
I hate saying this is going 7 because then you're assuming that your team's gonna lose. Now, nobody goes in any game thinking their team's gonna lose. Now, do you think your team can lose in the series? Obviously, but I'm not gonna go and say 7 because then you're expecting your team to lose. No.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. All right.
But I definitely need to know when Scott Foster is refereeing games. Dr. Toboggan's right. The extender. If it's a 2-0 series lead, Scott Foster's refereeing game. He's refereeing game 3.
Yeah.
Why are we calling Scott Foster the extender?
Because he extends series. He is the guy. He's the guy that the NBA calls and says, "Wink, wink. Hey, we need this series to continue. It looks like one team is getting the best of the other team. We got some commercials that need to be played. That if necessary is necessary. That's why they got that if necessary. That if necessary is necessary for them to pay.
Wait, you say if necessary should probably be just Scott Foster.
Necessary.
No, it should be Scott. It should, if necessary, it should say Scott Foster refereeing because we got some commercials we need to pay.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we got some commercials that need to be paid. If necessary, it's got to be necessitated. So therefore, Scott Foster will referee the game.
Now, Scott, watch Draymond's legs. Make sure you watch his legs. You call him out if you need to.
But in Scott Foster's fairness, if you didn't do the job with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter,
that's not his problem.
It's not his problem no more. Now he's calling it. He's going to ref the game fairly. He gives you 42 minutes to do whatever you want. So basically you have a big lead so then they can just say, all right, this game is over. If you got a big lead and you lose it, he's going to look at you like, I did my best. That's it. My hands is washed. It's clean.
All right. Number 2 here on our list. Leroy, are you rats off a ship on the Heat actually landing Giannis before the draft?
I'm not rats off a ship for this reason. I don't ever know all of.
This Odyssey Sports broadcast is presented by ZipRecruiter. Find out why 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try it free at ZipRecruiter.com/team.
Norby hammers high in the sky, out to left, no doubt about it.
and that was a no-doubt bomb for Norby.
Miami Marlins baseball is on deck. The official pregame show of the Miami Marlins on the home of the Marlins, WQAM.
1-1, that one crushed out to right and deep. Ray is looking up, and it's gone. Serious pop. That's cleanup man X to you.
Marlins on Deck is brought to you by ADT, the official security partner of the Miami Marlins, and by Werner, Huffman, Gregg, and Garcia, official law firm of the Miami Marlins.
It's all down. I'm pissed off. I'm ready to go.
Why do you get so pissed off?
I don't like hitters.
Let's head out to the ballpark. Here's your host, Stephen Strong.
Nice job, Brittany. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are live from Nationals Park in the nation's capital on just a gorgeous 76-degree Wednesday afternoon. You're listening to Miami Marlins baseball on the radio. We're on AM 560 WQAM.
I mean, 3 home runs. Not sure what happened. I know he left some balls over the middle of the plate, and they definitely did damage on him.
Game 63 of 162. Guys, 3 days ago, the Marlins walked out of Queens, New York after being swept by the Mets. The offense, they were searching. The pitching staff was taxed. And from the outside, it felt like the sky was falling. But that's what baseball does. It has a way of convincing you that whatever happened yesterday is exactly what's going to happen tomorrow. And then just as quickly, it changes. The Marlins arrived in Washington, D.C. Sunday night looking for answers, and honestly, they were just trying to stop the bleeding. 2 nights later, they've won the first 2 games of this set, and today have an opportunity to leave town with a sweep of their own. The undefeated Max Meyer, right-hander, takes the ball for a career-high 13th time here in 2026. He will go opposite Andrew Alvarez. Does that name sound familiar? He debuted against the Marlins last year and went 5 shutout. He will get his first start of the year. He's been primarily working out of the bullpen. Again, it'll be Meyer and Alvarez as we get you set for Game 3 of this 3-game NL East set between your 28-34 Miami Marlins and the 31-31 Washington Nationals. We will get going at 1:05 right here on the Marlins Radio Network. Hi, everyone. Thanks for making Marlins on Deck a part of your Wednesday afternoon with Jack McMullen and AJ Ramos. I'm Steven Strom. We got a really fun show for you ahead. We will go the distance on this Wednesday afternoon, and let's not waste any more time as we thank you for your participation as we set the stage for Game 3 between the Nationals and the Marlins. We'll talk about Big Bert, his breakout game, and his breakout series. Joe Mack, first career dinger yesterday. We'll hear from Mack. We'll get you out of the count with Meyer and Alvarez, Jack and AJ. We always have storylines for segment 4. X-Poll question today at Marlins Radio and Steve's guarantee to victory. But let's start here with Roberto Hernandez, who coming into this year had some expectations. I mean, the guy had 10 home runs, 45 RBIs in 2025. He hit 266, 784 OPS. He was going to legitimately be a 4th outfielder on this Miami Marlins team with pinch hitting situational opportunities. It did not go well for Bert to start the season. He was optioned on April 27th. He was hitting 159, 10 for 74 with a 474 OPS. He goes down to the minors. He gets recalled on May 7th. And we have just seen a completely different version of Roberto Hernandez. He has hit not only with power, but he has hit in the clutch. He has 5 home runs. He's hitting 308 with an 1,000 OPS since he was recalled on May 7th. He had the big home run on Monday in the 6th inning to give the Marlins a lead. And then he did this yesterday.
.001.
2-1. Heriberto puts a charge into 1. Straightaway central. Young is back on the track. He leaps up and he can't get that. The fish go back to back. First Mac, now Bert. And he's on a power surge right now.
What happened in the next AB? That was Otto Lopez. Roberto Hernandez was part of the back-to-back-to-back home runs yesterday. But Bert, I guess he just wasn't done.
Just like out of place slightly.
2-1. That one crushed out to left. No doubt. Heriberto Hernandez. Whatever you're doing, man, keep on doing it. His 2nd home run tonight, his 3rd in Washington, and just like yesterday, he blows it open. 7-3 in the top of the 9th.
First career multi-home run game for Bert, and here he was post-game with Louis Durante. What's it like to be you right now?
Se siente increíble, ¿sabes? Se siente increíble la energía y que estamos ganando se siente mejor y que gracias a Dios estoy poniendo un poquito de lo que yo puedo aportar al equipo. Se siente bien.
Yeah, it feels great, you know. It's something that it's great that, you know, the things that we're doing, that we're winning some games, and then thankful I'm being able to help the team.
What will you never forget about that fifth inning with the back-to-back home runs?
Se siente increíble, me sentí muy feliz por Joey Matt, ¿sabes? Sentí una alegría como si hubiera sido yo que la había sacado y creo que es primera vez que lo hacemos este año y primera vez que yo soy parte de un back-to-back, me siento bien.
It felt great, you know, mostly for Joe. I felt like I was hitting that home run. And just being part of a back-to-back, I think it's the first time this year that we did that. And just being part of it overall is amazing.
Do you feel pressure after Joe goes deep, and do you say anything to Otto after you go deep?
No me sentí así, ¿sabes? Iba de 2-0 en el juego, solamente quería envasarme y que alguien me remolcara, ¿sabes? Que gracias a Dios pudo salir jonrón, fue algo increíble.
No, I was not feeling any pressure. It was 0-for-2 of the game, but I just wanted to get on base and, you know, waiting for somebody to, you know, drive me in. And, yeah, that was pretty much like the feeling there.
After these last two wins, what's the vibes around the team now?
Creo que nosotros debemos seguir, ¿sabes? Sin bajar la cabeza. Todavía quedan muchos juegos, quedan como 100 juegos y pico. Creo que nosotros, como el año pasado, podemos ganar más juegos que lo que ganamos el año pasado.
Oh, we got to continue, you know, like fighting. We cannot, you know, let our head down. There's almost like 100 games ahead of us, and I think we can win more games than last year.
Thanks for the time, guys. Heriberto Hernandez and Luis Durante. Where do you guys think Heriberto is hitting this afternoon? Yeah, he's back at the top of the order against Andrew Alvarez. We will break. Joe Mack, first career dinger. We'll hear from him next on the Marlins Radio Network. At Loan Depot, we're big on home. Home games, home teams, home field advantage, and you better believe it, home runs. For us, home means everything, which is why we're offering more options that make buying your first home easier and more affordable. No matter where you are on your home ownership journey, round the corner to LoanDepot.com and let us help get you home. That's LoanDepot.com. We're on deck ready to hit it out of the home ownership park for you. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLC ID number 174475.
Visit Miccosukee Casino and Resort, where fortune meets fun. With over 1,800 slot machines, high-stakes bingo, 24/7 poker, and exciting high-limit slots, there's something for everyone to enjoy. From luxurious accommodations and exquisite dining at La Brisa to live entertainment and handcrafted cocktails at Temp Lounge, we thank you for choosing us as the premier casino, resort, brunch, and date night spot in Miami. Reimagined, redesigned. Rediscover Miccosukee Casino and Resort online at Miccosukee.com.
In baseball, the Gold Glove goes to the players who shine under pressure with dependable defense. Markets are putting that same heat on your savings. Volatility, inflation, uncertainty. Smart fans hedge with physical gold, a timeless asset that holds strong. Cedar Gold Group, proud precious metals partner of your Miami Marlins, calls in physical gold. Get your free gold playbook today. Call 855-606-2323. That's 855-606-2323. Call and defend your future.
South Florida's top choice for quality signs and graphics is Metro Group Miami. With Metro Signs and Metro Wraps, no job is too big or too small for the experts at Metro Group Miami. A proud corporate partner and official signage and graphics provider of the Miami Marlins, they bring brands to life. Call them today at 954-983-6662. Visit MetroGroupMiami.com to discover what they can do for you. Metro Group Miami. Signs, graphics, car wraps. They're your everything team.
This pitch to Joe Mack. He skies high in the air, out to right center field. Young and Cruz, they're all the way back, and it's gone. Joe Mack, his first big league homer, and he opens scoring. There's a hit tonight. It comes in the top of the fifth.
Congratulations to Joe Mack. First career home run yesterday, and it did come off the heels of, I thought, his best professional AB. It resulted in a single on Monday, but the boys up here were talking we were all kind of group therapy about Joe Mack and maybe if that led to the home run, but we're just going to go with that yesterday. A big-time spot for Joe Mack, and Jack had said it in the call. That's why context in a call is so important. I completely forgot. Up to that point, like, there was no hits. It led to the back-to-back-to-back home runs with Bert and Otto, but awesome moment for Joe Mack. He spoke to the Media Jackals last night discussing the emotions and where that ball's going.
It felt great, first off. I didn't know that it was gone as soon as I hit it, but I knew I got it pretty good. But, you know, I was just running around the bases, kind of blacked out a little bit, but just, you know, smiling with joy. So it was a really cool experience.
I'm sure you've dreamed about that for a while. Did it surmise to what you thought it would feel like?
Absolutely, every bit. Every single bit. You know, that's what we work for. That's all the hard work, you know, putting it in, putting the hours, going the extra mile and all that. So it's really cool to see that happen.
Did the boys give you a shower in there? What was the treatment like?
Yeah, it was brutal, but it was fun. I came out, I survived, so we're good. But it was really cool. I'm glad that they were able to do that for me. So it's really cool.
Back-to-back home runs. Have you ever experienced? How would you describe that inning?
That was awesome. I mean, I've gone back-to-back with another teammate, but not back-to-back-to-back. So that was pretty cool. Glad I could lead that off.
What were you looking for in that moment?
I was just looking for a fastball, and you know, just trying to be on time for that, and just do damage on that.
How would you assess? It's been a month since you got called up. How would you assess that first month?
I think it's going great. You know, I'm getting more comfortable behind the plate, getting more comfortable, you know, at the plate, and it's kind of all coming together. And you know, just got a lot of work to do, and you know, just continuing to, you know, put my best foot forward and go out there and, you know, help the team win.
Where's the ball going?
On a shelf in my home, and it's gonna stay there. So it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Well, Joe Mack putting it up in his shelf, probably where he grew up in New York. Congratulations to him. He is back behind the dish. He will bat ninth against the lefty, Andrew Alvarez. We'll get you out of the count next. Alvarez and Max Meyer. Fish looking to sweep the Nats on the Marlins Radio Network.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
In Miami, we don't drink coffee, we drink cafecito. Our pastries, we call them pastelitos. And when we want a low price, we know you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Volkswagen. Take advantage of a Pricito now on all of your favorite new Volkswagen models, like a Tiguan, Jetta, Taos, Atlas, and more. Don't wait. Hurry to Doral Volkswagen today. Don't miss your chance to save on a new Volkswagen with easy financing, fast service, and the best value for your money. Because you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Volkswagen. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or start shopping for your Pricito now at DoralVolkswagen.com. Present any Miami Volkswagen dealers on expired new vehicle advertisement for verification. Other Lithia dealerships do not qualify. The competing offer must be available for immediate purchase at the advertised price. The competitor's vehicle must be identically equipped as our in-stock vehicle used for comparison.
At Loan Depot, we're big on home. Home games, home teams, home field advantage, and you better believe it, home runs. For us, home means everything, which is why we're offering more options that make buying your first home easier and more affordable. No matter where you are on your home ownership journey, round the corner to LoanDepot.com and let us help get you home. That's LoanDepot.com. We're on deck ready to hit it out of the home ownership park for you. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLC ID number 174475.
This is Jacob Marcy, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on the Marlins Radio Network.
Well, this afternoon's starting pitchers are brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito. Our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or at DoralVolkswagen.com. Of course, Ahead of the Count is brought to you also by Fruity Rainbow 5-Hour Energy. Sip the fruity, candy-coated chaos. Let's start with Max Meyer, 27-year-old right-hander from Woodbury, Minnesota. He will make a career-high 13th start of the season this year. Max is 5-0, a 2.9 ERA, 66 2/3 innings pitched. That's also a career high in counting for Max Meyer. 74 Ks to 25 walks. Now, he didn't factor on Friday against the Mets. He allowed 5 earned runs over 6 innings, 6 punch-outs. It was a 4-run first inning that really set Max back, but give him credit. He battled and was able to complete 6 innings. 70 of his career-high 106 pitches were for strikes. Max, what were your thoughts?
Came out a little flat. Stuff wasn't as sharp as it usually is. Other than that, it was fine getting through 6. I love our hitters, chipping away every single inning. They're never out of the fight. And, we just got to move on. Tough loss.
What made your stuff flat, or what were you referring to when you said flat tonight?
I don't know, just the shapes weren't there right off the bat. Try to maybe overcook a few early. Just wasn't there. Then I settled in, got a little bit more out in front, and sweeper started moving more. Fastball had a little bit more life on it too. It's the way of the road. Just got to lock in. It's going to be a really long season, so glad I could make a adjustment later.
I'm a big believer when athletes struggle to start before, they hunker down, whatever they need to work on, they kind of put that 10x focus towards it, and I really feel good about Max this afternoon. Max, we mentioned 5-0, 12 consecutive starts without a loss. That's the second longest stretch in Marlins franchise history, behind Livan Hernandez, who didn't lose for 13 consecutive starts in 1997. And speaking of Livan, we actually had his Legends Pin Series last weekend. Max Meyer will go opposite Andrew Alvarez, 26-year-old left-hander. He'll make his first start of the season, his 6th appearance. He was recalled from Rochester on May 15th. He's 1-0 with a 4 ERA, 15 2/3 innings pitched, 17 punch-outs to 5 walks. He didn't factor on Friday. He gave up 3 runs over 3 relief innings against San Diego. 45 of his 74 pitches were for strikes. Is there any concern, Blake Butera?
No, it just wasn't as sharp today. It just felt like when he was getting to 2 strikes, there was just foul ball after foul ball. He wasn't able to get the swing and miss with 2 strikes.
Start here for Andrew Alvarez because he made his major league debut against Miami last September on September 1st. 5 shutout, 1 hit baseball, 81 pitches. Alvarez will feature a curveball, slider, 4-seam sinker, and a changeup. Meyer, Alvarez, they will be our matchup on the mound. We'll break. We got a lot to talk about. Heriberto, Max Meyer, and how the Marlins can complete the sweep in D.C. AJ and Jack, join me next.
Visit Miccosukee Casino and Resort, where fortune meets fun. With over 1,800 slot machines, high-stakes bingo, 24/7 poker, and exciting high-limit slots, there's something for everyone to enjoy. From luxurious accommodations and exquisite dining at La Brisa to live entertainment and handcrafted cocktails at Temp Lounge, we thank you for choosing us as the premier casino, resort, brunch, and date night spot in Miami. Reimagined, redesigned. Rediscover Miccosukee Casino and Resort online at Miccosukee.com.
Introducing the all-new MLB Plus, your ticket to streaming baseball's best. Enjoy MLB Network 24/7 with live out-of-market games and award-winning shows. Enhanced game nights with MLB Big Inning, live and commercial-free. And hear live home and away radio broadcasts of every game, blackout-free. Even stream minor league games all season. It's all here and it's all new. Get MLB Plus for just $59.99 a year. Visit MLB.com/MLB Plus.
In Miami, wherever there's a Domino's game, you'll always find your abuelito. And whenever you want a low price, you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Take advantage of a Pricito now on all of your favorite new Kia models, like a Sportage, Sorento, Telluride, K5, Soul, and more. Don't wait. Hurry to Doral Kia today. Don't miss your chance to save on a new Kia. With easy financing, fast service, and the best value for your money. Because you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Kia. Visit us at Doral Kia or start shopping for your Pricito now at DoralKia.com. Present any Miami Kia dealer's unexpired new vehicle advertisement for verification. Other Lithia dealerships do not qualify. The competing offer must be available for immediate purchase at the advertised price. The competitor's vehicle must be identically equipped as our in-stock vehicle used for comparison.
Since he's come back up, just felt like his swings it looks like a confident hitter in the box. Like he's getting off some very aggressive swings. He's behind the baseball. There's less feeling for it, I think, than we saw early in the season, and seeing him drive a ball out to center and certainly some of the pull side homers he said. He's just taking really confident swings right now.
Well, whatever Heriberto Hernandez did after he was optioned at the end of April, he has come up here and really been sensational. 5 home runs, a 308 average, over an 1,000 OPS since he was recalled on May 7th. Steven Strom, Jack McMullen, and AJ Ramos. They join me here for segment 4, and we'll get to Bert. I promise you we will get to Bert. But I want to start just with the 48-hour turnaround. What or who kickstarted this turnaround? We will begin with Jack McMullen.
Bert. I'm going to waste no time and get to Bert. So Sandy and Bert, those are the two guys that jump out to me because Sandy's ability to eat 7 innings on Monday was a huge piece of that ball game. But honestly, like, the Marlins fell behind. Remember, they were trailing 3-1 when Bert hit that pinch hit homer in the 6th. You're looking for a spark. So you know what? I'm actually going to take some of the credit from Bert and give it to Clayton McCullough because Clayton pulls him off the bench and Bert hits that pinch hit 2-run shot to tie this game. All of a sudden, you've got brand new life against the best offense in baseball through the eyes of runs scored, not through OPS, but they are top 5 in OPS. So, like, you're talking about a daunting task. They're already up 3-1 as you go into, like, the back half of the ball game. And now you're just trying to, like, stay alive. And Bert, with that one swing, gets you right back into it. Honestly, that was the one that got my shoulders less tense on Monday.
Heriberto Hernandez, 3 home runs in this series. AJ, what direction will you take this into?
Well, I was going to say Sandy because I figured he was going to say Bert because both of those.
So he took 2.
He took both of mine. But it's all right. It's all right. No, but the other thing is winning the little moments and winning the situations in the game. I mean, Stowers laying down the bunt, executing that bunt yet last night. Getting the guys over, all the hits that with guys in scoring position that may not look big in the scoreboard, but just moving the ball forward. Bullpen coming in, and shut down innings. Peterson gave up a run, but he stopped that from tying the ball game. It was a big situation. He was able to wiggle out of that high pressure situation. So just as a whole, the team is just playing cleaner baseball. So I guess overall, cleaner baseball and taking advantage of some of the mistakes that their teams are making, whether it be pitches down the middle or, even Joe Mack. Joe Mack throwing out Nunez, I believe it was, right? Yeah. Nunez at second base, and it was a clean jump off a changeup. I know the changeup was 91, but still just all the little things that the Marlins are doing. They're playing clean baseball that's allowing them to go on this little 2-streak run.
And that's what was missing. Like, over the weekend, that's where, like, we can talk about the left on base, and this doesn't even just go for the Marlins. This goes for every team. If you don't do the little things correctly, if you don't win those little moments that AJ had just articulated on, sometimes it doesn't matter what you do with runners in scoring position, and sometimes, you know what, it succeeds it. But in this case, the Marlins have played clean baseball, and they've just been the better team over the last 2 nights. Now, let's get into Bert. We mentioned the numbers since he's come up. Jack, what's been the biggest second difference? Because we saw this from Bert last year.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's the vigor in which he's swinging the baseball bat. Like, as weird as that sounds.
Convicted.
Yeah, it just felt like he was a little gun shy at the beginning of the year, and he was, lunging at points, and he was off kilter. He's not going to get cheated in the box right now, and I felt like he was getting cheated a couple of times in the first 2-3 weeks of the season. He goes to Jacksonville. He recalibrates. He has a couple of huge swings in Jacksonville. He comes back, and he's swinging the bat hard as heck, man. Like, it's been really fun to watch just the violence that the bat travels through the zone with right now, and that's resulted in 3 homers in 2 games.
Wait, I have a random question. Sorry, I know we got to talk about Max, but AJ, if you're someone like Graham Pauley or Augustine Ramirez and you saw the path that Bert had to go down to take some time, get your swing back, come up here and succeed, does that matter at all?
Yeah, you see there's success in it, and when anybody and one of your teammates is having success, you take note of that because you understand that it's possible to get back there. And Augustine Ramirez was similar last year where he was having some great ABs. He was having a good stretch. And then this year he started off flat and trying to figure out what's happening down there. And you guys mentioned that he was having he was hitting the homers. He was having better ABs. So it's all about reclaiming that feel that you had whenever you were having success. And it's such a fleeting feeling. It's such a finicky thing. So you do what you can to maintain that feeling and maintain your relationship to it so that you can continually access it over and over.
All right, last one because I got to stay on schedule. I forgot it was a 105. Max Meyer makes a career high and starts today with 13. I know he wants to get to 30, AJ, but this feels like a big moment. How has he created this sturdy and steady version of Max?
By learning how to handle adversity. I think that's one of the biggest things. When at first adversity is coming your way, it seems like things are moving so fast and you can't slow it down. Then you start to get a relationship to that adversity and you slow down things and then go back to your checkpoints that allow you to be successful. And even when you don't have your stuff, that can throw you off, but then you figure out ways to get through that. And he's learning that whole process to becoming a consistent big league starter. And it takes time, but he's gathering it, and he's doing a great job so far.
Boys, you got your brooms? Yeah. You guys good?
Got to sweep the gnats, man.
All right, let's do it. Sweep the gnats. We'll break. X-Poll question, Steve's guarantee. Then you'll hear these two beautiful voices in 10 minutes on the Marlins Radio Network.
I'm Adam Werner. As the official law firm of the Miami Marlins, Werner, Hoffman, Greg, and Garcia fights for our clients the same way the Marlins fight on the field, relentlessly and with a winning strategy. Our team represents clients in personal injury, workers' compensation, veterans' disability, bankruptcy, and Social Security cases. From our home office in Miami, Florida, we provide powerhouse legal representation built on dedication, experience, and results. If you need a team that's ready to step up to the plate for you, visit WernerHoffman.com. Werner, Hoffman, Greg, and Garcia, proudly serving the 305 community.
Upgrade your family vacation with an unforgettable escape to the Palm Beaches. From outdoor adventures and laid-back beaches to thrilling family attractions and animal encounters, the Palm Beaches have something for everyone. Discover premier resorts with creative kids clubs that will keep the little ones entertained while you enjoy world-class golf and spas. We are the original, the one, the only, the Palm Beaches. Plan your trip at thepalmbeaches.com.
Everyone knows BrandSmart USA as the heavy hitters, like big screen TVs and appliances, but our lineup is way deeper than you think. We've got mattresses, furniture, and grills for the cookout, plus everything from fitness equipment, vacuums, AC units, the latest tech, and more to keep your home running like a pro. We make life easier with fast delivery, professional installation, haul away, and our own in-house repair centers. All at the lowest price with 0% interest financing and buy now, pay later options. BrandSmart USA, favorite brands, lowest prices guaranteed.
There is a weekend in July where the baseball world revolves around a village in upstate New York. Hall of Fame induction weekend in Cooperstown is an unforgettable experience full of family-friendly activities and memorable moments. Make your plans today for July 24th through the 27th for the induction of Carlos Beltran, Andrew Jones, and Jeff Kent as the class of 2026. Visit baseballhall.org today for the entire schedule. See you in Cooperstown.
This is Max Meyer, and you're listening to Marlins on Deck with Steven Strom on the Marlins Radio Network.
Very good Wednesday afternoon to you. Good program today. Roberto Hernandez, is he going to hit his fourth home run in this series? Joe Mack, first career home run yesterday. He will bat 9 tonight. And, of course, our Max Meyer, 5-0 with a 2.97 ERA, will make his career high 13th start of the season. Let's get to our X-Poll question today at Marlins Radio. You know that's where you can find us. What year was the last time the Marlins went back to back to back? Make sure to vote at Marlins Radio. It is time for Steve's Guarantees.
Almost time to play ball. First pitch coming up in moments. Steve's Guarantees coming up now.
Hey, Marlins fans, when water, fire, or mold strike, trust the Marlins' number one choice. It's ServPro. From cleanups to construction, they work to make it like it never even happened. I've got Max Meyer 7+ punch today. I don't know, the way that not only the Marlins arms, but I think the coaching staff has done a really nice job against guys like James Wood and CJ Abrams. Outside of that, okay, I kind of like the matchup with Jacob Young. I like it with Dylan Cruz. There's not a ton of power, especially at the bottom of that lineup. I know they'll switch over with Nunez and Garcia, but I like Max Meyer 7+ punch. Give me Connor Norby with an extra base hit, and give me Javier Sanoa. Sanoa, I always look to Sanoa during these Wednesday afternoon, kind of are guys sleeping or not. I like Sanoa to collect an RBI, so those are my three today. Got to get back on track after a tough one yesterday, but hey, we won, so I really don't care. Folks, I hope you got the itch for first pitch, because when we come back, Jack McMullen paints a picture. AJ Ramos, he's ready to rock. Starting lineups and first pitch is right around the corner. Thanks for tuning in to the Marlins On Deck pregame show. I'm Steven Strom. Let's flip the M together, Miami. Marlins baseball. You know what's next on the Marlins Radio Network. Home